Monday morning I had the 1.4 extender delivered. This is now the third consecutive day at lunchtime that I've actually been coming out from work for a walk with basically the 500mm lens with the 1.4 extender and literally nothing else. I'm fortunate where I work, it's on an industrial estate, but I'm right next to this area here, so the industrial estate is just the other end of those trees, and straight away I come out into this and there's a few ducks on there, gulls and all sorts, and it's not a massive place, but you can have a good wander around here. You can walk round this side and it goes round through the other side there by the trees, but this side of the railway line. But it's not this place that I usually go to. I'll walk through here and there's a nice country lane which goes up from the beck here. So I've now just come through the nature area here, and this is the lane that I usually follow. The light levels are a lot lower today, and I'm not holding my breath too much on the conditions, because the previous 2 days I've been out at lunchtime, it has been cloudy like this, but the cloud's been a lot higher and there's been more breaks in the sky, so it has been a lot brighter. But today it's a lot lower cloud, and you only get the odd little patch of blue sky. This area is really nice because straight away you're literally out into the countryside. We've got the railway line on the bank over there, new houses being built, but this is what you get. There's quite a few horses along here. But while I'm walking along, I'm taking it slowly and just listening for the birds, and where I hear a lot more of them, I'll then sort of stop and either see if I can spot them or see where they're jumping about or flying between the trees. And it really is just a case of keeping an eye out, because look, I've just come past, we've got a whole load of horses here. Look, there's a pair right in front of us here which are sort of like grooming each other, and I can see there's another pair on that side as well. And the last 2 days I've been wandering along here, and just a little bit further up from where I am now, there's been a song thrush each day, and the first day it was there straight in front of me on the road, got a few inches from a little bit of a distance. That was Monday. I only walked to the end of this road to where the bridge goes under the motorway, and when I was on my way back, got to about the same position, and the song thrush was there again on the ground on the road, and it just jumped up on the barbed wire fence. So I was about maybe 10 foot away from the song thrush, and it just stood there on the barbed wire fence and posing for me, turning its head different ways, and it had its mouth full of food that it caught, so I'm guessing it may well have a nest nearby. But yesterday when I came down here, you got this pile of, I suppose, like hedge cuttings or tree cuttings all in the middle there, and I just had another one stood literally on the top branch there, just posing for me. You can hear the motorway, I'm sure, just over the side there where all the cars are going. That's the M6. But you can have a leisurely walk here. You're sort of like in the middle of nowhere, and just listen for things. Listen and look for what movement there is, and I will be checking things like power lines in trees where I can see them, fences. Now the last couple of days I've come down to this bit here where these house and barn are down here. There has been a magpie that I'm trying to capture at some point. On Monday, when I walked down here, they just really got a glimpse of the magpie, literally for probably a second or two. It just flew around the house and out of sight, and I didn't see it again. Yesterday I came down here, it literally just flew right across from me and then went off into the distance into a tree. So again, another missed opportunity, but because it's been here for 2 days in a row, I'm guessing that it's sort of fairly territorial as to the areas that it goes. I've just seen the magpie. It was down this end of the field and it flew across the other side there to a post. And it's now just flown back, and I have managed to get a few images of it static and in flight. But I suppose this is the great thing about certainly nature photography. There's no guarantees. I could walk down here every day for 6 months and not necessarily see certain things. And it is a little bit of luck about being in the right place at the right time. And the other good thing about having the long lens on is insects. I mean, I've got bumblebees here just going around the flowers, collecting all the pollen. And the good thing about this lens is I think the closest focus distance is about 1 metre away, something like that, compared to the Sigma I had was near enough 3 metres. So I'm at 1 metre with 700mm reach. I'm now heading back to the office. By the time I get back, we'll have been probably just under 2 miles in just over an hour. And it's not about the distance walked. It's about getting out there with the camera, getting away from work, forgetting everything about work and just enjoying yourself. Normally I'd summarise my video up of what I've got from today's trip. And it's more, not so much what I've got, it's more of what you can get. If you get a lunch break, especially an hour, doesn't matter where you work, you'll probably find that you can go out somewhere even just with your camera for 20-30 minutes. So you don't have to use your entire lunch break and get away from whatever you're doing for a job and hopefully find some images. Now, depending on the location you're going to, really is to what sort of lens you take. Now, for me, for the area I'm walking, the large lens is ideal because I'm, got to say, pretty almost guaranteed of seeing birds around here, probably better than a lot of places I go. And I mean, I can constantly hear birds chirping away, and even if I don't get the ideal image, it's just sometimes nice to come out and enjoy nature. So wherever you work, if you can spare that 20 or 30 minutes from your lunch break, if you get long enough, take your camera with you and go out and just see what sort of images you can get. Like I say, it might not be wildlife with a long lens. You might just find that you want a standard nifty 50 or a wide angle lens and then start taking some images locally to where you are. And I will end this with some of my favourite images from the last 3 days. Thanks a lot for watching.